Hello and welcome to the Midseason Form Podcast. We are just so excited to be here. It's another great day. It's another Thursday night, Saturday morning, breakfast with the Austins on Thursday
After 5,
after 5.
which is actually, we're really close.
We're close to 5. Close to 5.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere,
Yeah, no, that's right, brother.
but it's not.
No, it's definitely not.
That phrase actually kind of has always pissed me off because it's not true.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I mean, it's true. It's true if it's
If you're
right.
on the hour.
It could be true, but it's not always true.
Right.
But
No.
I digress.
Yeah, I guess you could say it is within the 5 o'clock hour somewhere.
But that probably isn't as catchy in the song.
No, it doesn't flow as well, but it's accurate. So, I mean, you have to decide what's important.
Right. Which he obviously did. So
Yeah, he made his decision. So, nothing we can do about it now. I mean,
Nope.
That's kind of his prerogative, I guess. But anyway, we got a great show today. It's going to be wonderful. We're brought to you by so many wonderful sponsors, namely Willis Thompson, our dear friend, dear supporter of the show. We love him to death. We're also brought to you by our hat sponsors, Matt and Vicky Schulte, of which we are currently donning for the recording of the episode, as per usual. Always grateful to have that support. We're also brought to you by our phenomenal Premium Platinum Plus member, L-Dog Parks, my father. He is a great supporter of the show, big-time supporter. We love him to death. Great man. We're also brought to you by your father, Greg the G-Man Latham. He's another great supporter of the show.
yeah,
And a great
he
man.
loves it, man. He loves it. He really does.
And we just love him to death.
Yeah.
We're also brought to you by our mothers. Our mothers are also great supporters of the show. Great women, not men. And we love them to death. And so, this is, we're kind of in the thick of it now with the football.
Yeah. But also not in the thick of it because I'm still rusty.
No, I mean, we're just getting into it, but, we're in the thick of it.
Right.
So, I mean, we're doing it. I'll tell you
Everything
that.
okay over there?
Yeah, there's a dog out there. His name's Petey,
God.
neighbor's dog.
The dog's name is Petey?
The dog's name is Petey. Our neighbors, Cecil and Sheila, they're just weekenders. They're not full-timers. So I guess they came down a little early this weekend.
All right.
Thursday.
All right. Love to see it.
Yeah, but they waited until after the workday ended at 5.
Of course.
We did.
Of course.
For the recording.
But yeah, like you were saying, we're in the thick of it.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're right in the thick of it, but we're also just getting into it.
Yeah.
But, we got
had our first full week.
Yeah.
So this will be our first full precap.
Yeah, we're going to have to get through it fast.
Yeah, we're going to have to get through it fast, which I don't mind getting through mine fast because it has continued to be a struggle. Wait, should I share again?
I was about to say, why don't you go ahead and share and lead us off, start us off?
Well, you have to let me be the host, bro.
Well, let me make you the host then, if you don't mind.
Just do it. Just do it.
Boom.
Wait for it. Bang.
Let's go.
You see it?
Look at that, dude. That's beautiful.
Everyone listening at home, can you see it? Okay, thank you. Can everyone see my screen? Yeah, so we should do our recap first.
Yeah, we should.
So we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Wait, should I go first?
Yeah.
College?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Then underdog?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for my favorite I guess we'll say last week. Yeah, it's last week. I had UNC -7.5 at Georgia State, your Panthers.
My Panthers.
And of course, UNC won by 7. Not quite 7.5.
Yeah.
So very close, but hey, close but no cigar.
Yeah, close but no cigar.
It was a pretty close game the whole time, I believe. I was mainly watching another game, as you would imagine, at that time. But it was on where I was, so I was kind of keeping up with it. But yeah, I think it was 35-28. Felt good about UNC scoring again late because it was 35-28 for most of the fourth quarter. But then, of course, it just stopped, which was really annoying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, UNC did not cover. So I did not get that. But I almost did.
Sure. You almost did.
But again, it does not matter, and I suck at this. But for my underdog, another close one, that did not go my way, of course. I had Baylor +4 at BYU. This was sort of the nightcap. Lived up to the hype. It was a really good game. Went to double overtime.
Double.
A lot of missed kicks.
Sure.
It was kind of the vibe out there that night. Especially BYU. Like if BYU would have lost, that kicker would have maybe been run off campus.
Probably, yeah.
Although it is BYU, so maybe not.
They probably don't care.
Yeah. They love their football out there, though.
Yeah, they do. They sure do.
No, the crowd actually it seemed like a really good atmosphere. BYU's kind of they've been good lately. They're kind of dare I say a powerhouse, but
you got a big schedule this year too.
I think Arkansas goes out there like middle of the season, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, and they got another top 25 matchup this week.
Wait, who are they playing? Oh yeah, they play Oregon. Yeah, true. But yeah, double overtime. So I was feeling pretty good about Baylor covering the 4 still, but of course, BYU won by 6. So even with the double OT, Baylor still didn't cover. So that was really annoying. Another close one, but it's an L.
Sure.
Should you go now?
Wait, do you think it's my turn?
Yeah.
Should I go?
Yeah.
College?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
An underdog?
Yeah.
Okay. So, for my 2 picks, I can promise you that I did not watch. I did not watch a single second of either of these games.
Yeah, I didn't either, to be honest.
I think I saw like a highlight from the UTSA game. But anyway, for my favorite, I had UTSA -2.5 at Army. Going into it, I felt good about it. I feel like UTSA had a good team last year. They had a tough loss week 1 to Houston. I felt like they'd do pretty well against Army, and they won by more than 2.5. So
I think it was by 3.
That's a close one.
In overtime.
So that's
because their week 1 game against Houston went into overtime, and so did this one.
Shoot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let me confirm that, but I believe this was also an overtime game.
That sounds right now that you say it.
Yeah. We had close games all over the board this week.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we love, though,
That's what we love, and that's why we do it.
That's right. That's exactly why we do it.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, yes, overtime, 41-38 final.
Nice. So, yeah, that's a 3-point win.
That's a 3-point win.
Yeah. So, yeah, they covered that 2.5. So, thank you to UTSA from me for doing that.
Dang.
Yeah. My underdog, I had Houston +3 at Texas Tech. That one's going to be a push.
Pushburger, another overtime game.
Another OT game.
Double OT. So we had 3 of our 4 games last week that we picked went to overtime.
We just know how to pick a good game. That's all it is.
Yeah, and that's what we were trying to do. But double OT, Texas Tech won by 3.
Yeah.
So that's a push.
That's a push, straight up.
It's a push. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
It's a straight up push.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kind of crazy. Both of those. So UTSA and Houston, both of their games have gone to overtime.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
I cannot believe that.
Yeah. Something to think about.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anything you want to say anything about that game?
Houston?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, me either.
No,
I didn't watch a second of it.
I literally did not watch a single second of it. But
yeah.
I'm sure it was an exciting game.
I mean, it had to be, right?
Yeah. I mean, it went to overtime. So,
Double. Yeah.
2 of them. So
it's 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. So I went 0-2 again, and you went 0-1-1.
Nice. Yeah.
We'll do a scoreboard recap after we do NFL.
Sure.
Wait, should I go?
Well, any other college ones we should talk about? I mean,
well, we can't talk about it too long, but the Bama game almost gave me a heart attack when I really did not think it was going to.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was really crazy. I don't know what was going on. The 15 penalties.
Most penalties y'all had, right? Ever?
15 penalties, the most in the Saban era. I think it was 1 short of the school record.
Shoot. Can you imagine?
No.
I heard from a buddy of mine. He's a big Bama guy. Graduated from there. He said Texas didn't turn on the AC in the locker room, in the visiting locker room.
Yeah.
At halftime.
It makes you wonder.
What are they up to out there, right?
I mean, did that affect it? Who knows?
Makes you think.
It's nebulous, but no, yeah, it was rough. I mean, you came out with a victory, even though you played pretty horribly outside of like 3 drives.
Yeah.
Like it was really bad. The offense, the second and third quarter, the offense looked just so uncharacteristically bad.
Sure.
Kind of hard to figure out. Receivers couldn't get open. Bryce got sacked a couple times. So the O-line's still shaky. The receivers was a question mark. And it makes you wonder if Ewers doesn't get hurt.
Hey.
It's kind of like the Colt McCoy thing, right?
Kind of like it.
But I will, and in all seriousness, as much like as with the Colt McCoy jokes and now it happening again.
Sure.
If the game would have continued, if we would have played that way, if Ewers stayed in, Bama would have lost by 2 touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, he was balling before he went down.
He was balling. He looked. I mean, it was obvious. It was just like 2 drives, but like he looked good. He looked comfortable. He had a couple downfield passes completed. So yeah, it probably wouldn't have gone great. It still didn't go great, but
hey,
yeah, I don't know. Hey, it's a win. Will Reichert, thank God we have a reliable kicker.
Yeah, it's a good kicker.
He's the
that
man.
last drive was pretty easy, except for that one play that Bryce had to make.
Yeah, that was clutch. That was a super clutch play. But yeah, it's weird, dude. It's like the Auburn. I was telling my dad, it's like the Auburn game last year. It's like couldn't do anything, but then in the fourth when they had to, they did it.
Hey, they made it happen.
So that's when it counts, baby.
That's what it's all about.
Will Anderson played really bad. That was kind of weird.
He had a few penalties too.
Yeah, like 3.
Yeah.
Did get the sack to make them kick the field goal at the end, but it was kind of a busted play where it was he just kind of run right at him. But anyways, I digress. That happened. Real quick, we should touch on the big upsets probably.
Oh, we should touch on the other. Yeah, the big upset was Tennessee beating Pittsburgh.
Hey, that was a good game, brother.
Hey, that one also almost gave me a heart attack.
Yeah.
I was very, very sure at multiple points throughout the game that we were going to lose.
Yeah, it started off pretty rough for the Vols.
But, I mean, it was nice to see, though. I think that's a game that any of the Tennessee teams over the past 8 years would have lost that game easily.
It's fair. So,
it's fair. Feel pretty good about the overtime.
Solid win on the road in overtime. Up to what, 15 now in the AP?
Yeah, 15 in the AP, which is great.
Hey, now, come on.
Probably a little too high now. Our defense is really, really, really bad.
Hey, you know what they say? Offense championships.
Yeah, it does. Our offense can be really good or it can be really bad. So
right. So
what are you
gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
But it's solid. But LOL at A&M for losing to App State.
Yeah, they lost to App State.
And Notre Dame lost to Marshall.
Sucks to be them. 2
really big upsets there.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Sun Belt for both of those wins. And
Georgia Southern.
And Georgia Southern beating Nebraska and finally getting Scott Frost fired.
Got him fired, yeah. Good for them.
So good weekend for the Sun Belt.
Great weekend for the Sun Belt.
Great weekend for the Sun Belt. Bad weekend. Well, I was gonna say bad weekend for Scott Frost, but he got paid a lot of money. So
he got a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted him out so bad that they had to pay him like $7 million more instead of waiting. If they would have waited like a month, they would have saved like $7 million or something like that.
Yeah.
That's how bad they wanted him out.
Yeah, they got him out of there.
They got him out. Yeah, I guess that's probably about it, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. We should probably move on quickly.
Yeah.
NFL?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, well, you might not be able to see, but I'm going to tell you now. Not good again. For my favorite, I had Cincinnati -6.5 versus Steelers.
Sure.
Another overtime game, I just realized.
Yeah.
We love overtime, dude.
Yeah.
No, but Pittsburgh came out hot. Looked like they were up pretty big. Cincinnati came back. Burrow threw 3 picks and lost a fumble, or maybe 4 picks. 4 picks and lost a fumble.
Yikes.
But somehow still they went to overtime. There were some missed kicks in this game as well.
Yeah.
But then Pittsburgh won by a field goal in overtime. So obviously Cincinnati did not win by 6.5 or more.
No, they did not.
So I did not get that. For my underdog, I had New England +3.5 at Miami. And that didn't go well. And it never really was going well.
No.
Miami kind of controlled the game the whole time. It was low scoring.
Yeah. Tua looked good.
Tua looked pretty good.
Looks
Mac
good.
had a couple turnovers. So it makes you wonder. But yeah, Miami won by a certain score. I don't know, by like 10 or 13, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Miami won by a decent amount. So New England did not cover. So that's another 0-2 for me.
Sure. Should I go?
Yeah.
NFL?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
An underdog?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so for my favorite, I had the Niners at -7 playing at Chicago. Weird game. I mean, San Francisco was up for a lot of the game. Kind of crazy weather down there, rainy. I'm sure it was windy. I mean, it was in Chicago, the Windy City. Hello.
You got a thing, right?
Yeah, and then Justin Fields made some nice plays. He looked pretty good. Looked confident back there. And they came back and won by a certain score, I think.
They did win. Yeah.
They won by a certain number.
Yep.
So San Francisco did not cover that -7 that they needed.
No, they did not.
Yeah, so I missed that one. But for my underdog, I had Minnesota plus 1.5 at home versus the Packers. They kind of beat them pretty good. They got up to a quick, big lead early on. Rodgers, I mean, I guess he looked okay, but his receivers are really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Like really.
I didn't get to watch much of that game, but I know everyone said Minnesota looked pretty good.
Yeah, Minnesota looks good. I think Justin Jefferson is like the best player in the world. I just cannot say enough about how bad the Packers receivers are. They dropped so many passes. It was crazy. But
Devontae Adams is hurting, huh?
Yeah, you got to think. But yeah, so Minnesota won that game by a certain score, so I got that one. So I won 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1 on the
You did. You went 1-1 in NFL. So now we'll go ahead and do a little scoreboard check. Pay no attention to the left side. It's pretty ugly right now, but yeah, you're doing pretty solid.
Sure.
So you got 3.5 college points, 1 NFL. So you've got 4.5
Sure.
with the tie, with the push.
Sure.
I have 1 total point so far. So it's been a struggle, but hey, man, like we said, I'm still knocking the rust off.
Yeah, we're getting in the swing of things. Getting in the swing of things,
and all this means is I'm bound to have a good weekend.
That's what it means. Yeah.
That's how. If we know anything, that's how betting and predicting works.
That's how it goes.
It's just yeah.
Yeah, you're due.
The previous picks influence your next picks.
Right. That's exactly how it goes.
Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, with that said, should we do a little pre?
Yeah.
Wait, anything else with NFL? I mean, probably not because we don't have a lot of time.
No.
We'll just really quickly say that the Falcons are still the Falcons. That was the most on-brand thing ever. Super disappointing to see that already in week 1.
Not
I don't really know.
But
I don't know how they do that in the fourth quarter every single time, but
yeah, they find a way. They find
a way. It's really, really embarrassing, but
yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And it just sucked that it was against the Saints. Like I have no expectations for this year, but it was still the Saints, and you want to beat them.
Right.
So,
but
you let Jameis own you in the fourth quarter, which should be embarrassing.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, he went off. He had thrown for like 80 yards, and then in the fourth quarter threw for like 240 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, that just cannot happen.
It's crazy.
Falcons love that prevent defense.
Yeah, they sure do.
And it works for them every time.
Yep, every single time. That's
perfect. Right. Other than that, I don't know. NFL's back. There was other games.
Yeah,
whatever. Okay. Should we do a little pre?
Yeah.
College?
Yep.
What, you want me to go?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Then underdog.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, let me go ahead and we had a gentleman's agreement. Gentleman's agreement. I sent these picks to you a couple days ago. These lines have moved a little bit.
Sure.
But we have the receipts.
Yep.
I sent you Texas -11. So I'm going actually 2 teams that we just talked about. We're because you just picked UTSA. We just talked about Texas. Yeah. I'm going Texas -11 versus the Roadrunners. I believe Roadrunners. Yeah. At home. It's probably going to backfire on me because it's probably an overreaction to me being like, oh wow, Texas is really good.
Sure.
And now I'm sure they'll come out flat after that, emotional loss last week. They'll probably come out a little flat against a team that they should beat. But even if they do, I don't know. I feel like they should pull away late. They're obviously better than UTSA.
Right.
I mean, I thought they looked pretty good. More physical than I think people thought.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
So yeah, UTSA has played in the 2 overtime games. It's in Austin. I don't know. I think Texas wins by 2 touchdowns plus.
Yeah, that's easy money.
And it's a lock. It's a virtual lock. So go ahead and book it.
Boom. Nice.
For my underdog, this is I believe the ABC primetime game. Michigan State at Washington. Sort of an interesting game.
Washington. Yeah, it is.
Michigan State is looking good so far. I think they're up to, I don't know, they're in the top 20. I don't know if they're top 15. I know they're top 20.
Yeah.
Had the good year last year, kind of a surprising year last year. They're trying to keep that going. Washington, I don't know anything about them, and I don't really want to.
No.
I know that they're 2-0. I haven't played anybody yet, I don't think.
Okay.
But Michigan State's getting 3.5 on the road, and I just think they're the better team. So I'm going Michigan State plus 3.5 at Washington.
That's easy money.
It's easy money. I really can't see it going poorly for me. So I'm going to go ahead and go Michigan State plus 3.5. Book it.
Boom. Nice. Should I go?
Yeah, and I have them here.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Underdog?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so wait, which one should I do? Dang.
Yeah, do it now, dude. We're here.
Okay, I'm gonna flip this thing.
But you could also change it.
This is this one. This one is the other one. Shoot. Okay, I'm going USC minus 12 versus Fresno State.
Yeah.
Fresno State. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a world where Fresno State could be that good.
No.
USC, they put up a lot of points, Lincoln Riley.
They're looking good early.
Yeah, they're going to score a lot. I think they're pretty good. But
aren't they up to 6? Not that really matters, but
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they're at home, minus 12. They should be able to win by 2 tutties at least. You got to think.
Yeah. That's a 2 tutty win.
Yeah.
So
I'm going USC minus 12 versus Fresno State. Book it. Boom. Nice. For my underdog, I'm going with some a Big Ten team, Purdue, +1 at Syracuse. So yeah, I can't see a world where Syracuse is a very good team. Purdue, they beat Tennessee in the bowl game last year. So
they hung around with Penn State in week 1. That was a good game.
Yeah, I actually kind of like their quarterback. He's really a decent player. I cannot remember his name, but he's a decent player. Syracuse is probably not good. So yeah, I'm going Purdue +1 at Syracuse. Book it.
Boom.
Boom.
The +1. So you're going to need that's got to be an outright win.
I mean, it has to be,
It has to be.
You got to think, right?
Well, actually, I guess it could be a push.
Right. I mean, it could, but.
Could be a loss by 1 with a push.
Yeah, could be. Or a win by 1 and I win.
Oh, yeah. Right. There's other possibilities for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Wait, did you book it?
I think I did. Did I not?
I think you did.
Purdue +1 at Syracuse. Book it.
It's double booked, which there's no harm in that. Okay.
Yeah.
What else?
Should I do a Stone Cold Lock?
I don't know. I was about to mention the game that neither of us picked because we both thought about it, and I was just going to kind of say it for fun. But if you want to SCL it, then you got to do it.
Wait, should I?
I don't know.
I'm going to flip this thing. This is yes. This is no. I got to do it.
Oh, shoot.
I got to do it.
Shoot.
Okay. First Stone Cold Lock of the year. Wow. This is exciting. Right. First Stone Cold Lock. I'm going Oklahoma. What was it? Minus 11?
I think it's still 11. It's like staying at 11, which is weird to me.
Yeah, minus 11 versus Nebraska. So a head coachless Nebraska. I'm sure they have somebody now, but
right.
Yeah, just fired their coach. They look really bad the first couple weeks. Oklahoma's a pretty good team. they still got some things to figure out, obviously.
Hey, who doesn't?
But I don't know. I think again, that's another 2-tutty game. It's got to be.
Yeah, those three that we were talking about with the favorites, they're all kind of similar vibes, right?
Yeah.
Texas, USC, and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
All around, the 11-12.
Sure.
But yeah, no, I was thinking about Oklahoma too, just because Nebraska. But then I was like, well, maybe Nebraska's going to play really well now because they all hated Frost.
Maybe.
Who knows? But hey, wait, did you book the lock?
Wait, Oklahoma -11 at Nebraska. Book it. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, though, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go 0-3 this weekend.
So to remind everyone of the rules, Stone Cold Lock, if he gets that one, he gets 2 points. Yeah. But if you miss it, you lose a point. Yeah. Correct?
Yeah, -1. Yeah.
But if it's a push, it's just a push. Just how do we do a push with that?
No deal.
Just nothing at all.
No deal.
Not half a point.
No deal.
Okay. With the Stone Cold Lock, we'll say a push is nothing.
Yeah, it's no deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? Bama and Tennessee have snoozers.
Snooze fest.
A&M plays Miami. It's probably the most interesting game to me just because of how bad A&M has looked so far. And now they have Miami coming in.
Yeah.
And it's a very real possibility that they could start 1-2, which would be kind of funny to me.
That would be kind of funny.
A&M's favored by like 6, I think, but I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's prime time, like 9:00 Saturday night.
Nice.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. It's not a great slate of games. I don't know. Georgia has SEC. They go to South Carolina.
Yeah.
Should be a slaughter.
Should be. Ought to be.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of blanking on what else there is.
That's about it.
Yeah, we kind of already talked about the 2 big ones at the Michigan State and then A&M, like I just said.
Sure.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Yeah. Should we do NFL?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Then underdog?
Yeah.
All right. So for my favorite, I'm going Tampa Bay -2.5 at New Orleans. We just talked about the Saints somehow coming back and beating our Falcons. I don't think they looked that good. They honestly looked really bad until the fourth quarter. But I'm just sitting here thinking it's Tom Brady versus Jameis Winston.
I mean, yeah, you got to think, right?
So it's hard for me to, see Tampa Bay not covering that. They just got to win by a field goal. That's all you got to do.
That's easy.
They looked pretty good against the Cowboys. I wasn't able to watch all that game. I watched some of it. Brady didn't do anything like crazy, but they didn't really need to because Dallas couldn't do anything on offense. But I don't know. I don't see New Orleans scoring a lot on Tampa.
No way. There's no way.
So yeah, I'm going Tampa Bay -2.5 at New Orleans. Book it.
Boom. Nice.
10
minutes.
I think we're gonna have to readjust our schedule.
Yeah.
I'll go quick. From underdog, I'm going Seattle +9.5 at San Francisco. Seattle looked a lot better than people thought they were going to. They beat Denver Monday night.
No.
What now?
Good. Geno.
Yeah, Geno looked really good. Surprised a lot of people. San Francisco had the loss. Kind of surprising loss that you talked about, but they're at home now. But 9.5 is a lot of points.
Yeah, it is.
So I just now remembered that you're giving me the 10, but oh well. We're locking it at 9.5.
Sure.
Seattle +9.5 at San Francisco. Book it.
Boom. Nice. Should I go?
Yeah.
NFL?
Yeah.
Favorite?
Yeah.
Underdog?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for my favorite, I'm going the Cleveland Browns -6 at the Jets. Cleveland, I like their defense. They're solid, strong. Got a lot of solid defenders. The Jets are probably bad again. Hard to say after just 1 week, but they're probably bad again. So I think, they should win by. That's a tutty game at least.
It's a tutty game.
You got to think. So yeah, Cleveland -6 at the Jets. Book it. For my underdog, I'm going Pittsburgh +2 at home versus the Patriots. Pittsburgh, I mean, they look pretty good. I think a lot of people were picking them to lose to the Bungles this past week, and they, hung in there and did their thing. Played
Yeah.
a great game. Looks solid.
Yeah. Watt is hurt though. I will say that.
Yeah, Watt's hurt. That's a big one. That's going to hurt him pretty bad. But
But getting 2 points at home against the Patriots is kind of surprising to me because the Patriots did not look very good.
Yeah, the Patriots didn't look great. They weren't really moving the ball very well against the Dolphins. So, yeah, I'm going Pittsburgh +2 versus the Patriots. Book it. Boom.
Boom.
Nice.
All right. And nothing else with NFL.
No.
The best game is probably tonight again. I feel like
Yeah,
with the Chargers and Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, and the Falcons are playing the Rams. So
yeah, go out west. So that should be pretty good.
We'll see how that goes. That should be good.
Should be really good.
Yep.
We got 7 minutes, so should we go? Or should we move on?
Should I do a quick ad break?
Yeah.
We're also brought to you by Carter Cross, our dear friend who supported the show. We love him to death. We're also brought to you by Barris Slevins. I'm going to see her this weekend. She's coming down. She's a great supporter of the show. We love her to death. We're also brought to you by Tommy P, a great man, great supporter of the show. We love him. We're also brought to you by Cody Braun, a great friend of the show. We love him to death. And he loves the show. So there you go. So I mean, moving on, we had another free-for-all segment, another free-for-all.
Good.
Yeah.
Do we have enough time to do that?
Yeah, just real quick, we're talking about pizza places. I like Papa John's and Domino's. So
yeah, they're classics, right? Yeah. Those are both very good. I like Domino's better since they redid the crust a few years ago.
Yeah, and they got deals, man. Golly,
they do have deals. They do the deals. We used to love getting those deals, man.
Golly,
that's good stuff. The garlic knots and everything too.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, bro.
I guess I should stop sharing.
You can stop sharing.
There we go. We're bigger now. I'm gonna throw one out. Marco's.
Oh.
See, I really enjoy Marco's. Do you enjoy Marco's?
I do enjoy Marco's. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of pricey though.
It's a little pricey, but I feel like their thin crust is really good. And they cut it in the squares for a different vibe.
So see, I don't like that.
Oh, I didn't think I liked it, but I was like, wait a minute, I like this.
I'm actually going to go a step farther and tell you that it pisses me off.
It's not how pizza's meant to be consumed, right?
It's not how pizza's meant to be consumed.
Well, okay. Well, I will say, maybe you could special order one and ask them to cut it in a regular pieces.
Well, I don't like thin crust either.
See, that's another thing though. I didn't like thin crust, but it's grown on me.
I think I am going to even take that one a step farther and say it pisses me off.
Thin crust pizza has always pissed you off.
Yeah, it has.
But yeah, Marco's is good. But as far as like just top, the well-known names for delivery, the two you named are hard to beat.
Sure.
Domino's might be my favorite.
Sure.
But Papa John's is classic. Their sauce is good.
I respect Pizza Hut for all they've done for me over the years.
Yeah, see, I like Pizza Hut too. I guess it's just the thing is, I haven't had Pizza Hut in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember like growing up, like going to Pizza Hut, and that was that was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. But I don't know the last time I ordered Pizza Hut. And I feel like it's just been because I haven't been in an area where I have a Pizza Hut that delivers to me.
Sure.
Which is, I mean, it's not my fault. That's their fault.
No, it's not your fault. There's nothing you can do.
That's their fault. So,
Yeah.
But no, Pizza Hut is good. I have some good memories of Pizza Hut. One that's probably, I guess, more local. It's a local flavor, but there's a few around. Riverside.
Riverside's good.
I've got to give a shout out to Riverside.
Riverside's good.
I know that's honestly probably my favorite pizza place. Well,
yeah.
Well, okay, maybe not, because Mellow Mushroom's really good.
Sure.
Mellow's great, but that's pricey.
But fast pizzas,
Fast pizzas, Riverside, you can do a $5.99 large pizza.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good quality.
It's good.
And their breadsticks with marinara. You kidding me?
Oh, are you kidding me? It's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pizza talk. We didn't really have a lot of time to get into it, but because
Yeah.
I could have gone on for hours.
Oh, for hours. I guess we probably should move on. We still have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Quick ad break. We're also brought to you by Marvin and Phyllis Holland, great supporters of the show. They love the show loves them. Now it's time for our last and most faithful segment, Extra Innings. You're out. You want me to go first real quick?
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, I'll go. Well, the Queen died.
Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth passed away.
Heck of a run, man.
Heck of a run. Longest tenure, longest reign.
70 years?
That's a long while. That's a
long while.
Yeah, everyone seemed to really care for her. I don't know. She was just a person, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have strong opinions about it, but I mean, it happened, you know.
Yeah, I don't know enough about English government.
I don't think I ever will, to be honest with you, and I'm okay with that. But
yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Before the episode, I was literally Googling like, how does the English government work?
Yeah.
Like that's how much I forgot from school. I was like, because I was thinking, there's a prime minister. So like, what's the deal
and they still have like a parliament too.
Yeah, it's like there's too much going on.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much.
But
also, people don't like the new guy either.
King Charles.
Yeah.
King Charles. It's her son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't like him, but you know, I don't think there's ever going to be a world where I do like him. So whatever.
Right. I can't see that being a possibility.
Yeah. R.I.P. To the Queen.
Yeah. Yeah, but R.I.P. for real.
I'll have some tea in her honor sometime.
Yeah. Oh, some tea and crumpets in her honor. But yeah, R.I.P. to a real one.
Yeah. She's
impressive run. Good on you.
Real as they come, man.
Real as they come. And yeah.
So yeah.
Should I go?
Yeah.
Real quick, because we do not have a lot of time. But we've been wanting to do this.
15 seconds.
Yeah, we've been wanting to do this for the longest time now, really since the beginning.
Yeah.
We have a download from Germany almost every single episode.
Yeah.
For a few, there was more than one, but so we're imagining it's got to be the same. It's got to be the same person. Right? It's from the same area in Germany. So we would love if you're somehow listening to this now, which would mean you've listened to like almost every episode, and you're also listening to the end of them, which is less likely that you make it to the end.
Yeah.
So this is a real test to see. Give us a shout out. Go to our Instagram, Midseason Forum, or YouTube. That's global. YouTube, Midseason Forum Podcast. Find us, social media, and do it.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. We would love to hear from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him. And thanks for your downloads. It means the world to us. We got 15 seconds, but thank you so much. It means the world to us. But yeah, thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you another time, maybe.
Maybe.